What's up, guys? So, as you know, I am Lady J, and God has really laid it heavy on my heart for us to kick off an intense marriage fast. What I heard the Lord saying is that the kingdom of darkness has launched an attack on kingdom marriages by way of the family dynamic. And so for some of you, you have felt things going on in your family, and so you've made up in your mind, I'm just going to focus on the kids. But what I heard the Lord saying is focusing on the kids is not going to resolve the problem. You need to focus on the covenant. And so I am inviting you to an intense 30-day fast for your marriage and essentially your family. And this fast is intense, which means that it is going to require a sacrifice. It is going to require you to kill your flesh. It is going to require a divine desperation that says 30 days is a long time. It's worth it. I really like meat, and I can't eat meat on Thanksgiving. It's worth it. I can't have that sweet potato pie on Thanksgiving. It's worth it. And so God is really calling us to this moment, and not just you, but your husband needs this moment. Your husband needs to see other kingdom representatives, other men who have a voice and who can encourage their voice. And so I want you to be intentional to ask your husband, but be humble when you go to him, and maybe even sharing your heart like, hey babe, I really think that God is calling us to do this fast, and maybe even share your heart. Like, I have not felt myself, or things in our marriage have felt off, and I really want to sacrifice with you for us. And so the fast is intense. So it is from meats, it is from sweets, it is from drugs and alcohol. Drugs as in cigarettes, weed, vapes, those things, right? And I know that this fast may be very intense, and maybe your husband is like, yeah, that's too much, I can't do that. Be open and be willing to still make a sacrifice, right? If you can't do, no meats, can we at least do 3? If you can do, okay, we're gonna do meats, but we're not gonna do any sweets, we're not gonna do any alcohol, we're not gonna do any drugs. If you guys don't smoke, then saying like, okay, well, we don't smoke, so we'll just do no alcohol. Are you really making a sacrifice? God knows you, and God knows your husband more than I do, right? And so I'm not telling you that it's not, but what I'm telling you is don't make this unsacrificial, but then ask God to do a radical thing in your marriage. Show God that I am willing to kill my flesh. I am willing to, kick and scream a little bit because I really want to eat meat on Thanksgiving. But you know what, God, it's not more, that one day is not more important than the trajectory of my marriage. This 30 days could change the next 30 years. Will you say yes? I hope to see you there.